show and helps to direct you, steer you on your path. She does a lot of seminars with a lot of women. Positive Sisters is the name, and I presented at her workshop. She's a wonderful lady to meet.
So at the top it should say Positive Sisters. The next one should say Transform Your Dreams into Reality. The other one states Our Services. And over here it says Empowerment through Sisterhood. And what I have is an organization. I'm a life coach. I've been trained since 2006. I began training as a life coach. After I had a series of layoffs with my employer, I have 3 or 4 401k rollovers. It was always a better choice for me with my age and the growth opportunities that I converted into Ross. So they were better for me. But what you just experienced was a financial coach. What he will give you is a step-by-step, doable, actionable plan so that from today, where you are today, you can map out your strategy of where you want to be tomorrow based on your goals. And that's pretty much what a life coach is. So we want to talk about why you would employ a life coach to support you in your efforts. The benefits are simply that someone can take the aerial view for you and map out the day-by-day strategy. So if your goal is to start a business, your goal is to lose weight, your goal is to improve your attitude so you can be more receptive to a relationship, a life coach, and if you can employ a life coach to then give you some actionable step-by-step processes to get that done. And it allows your dreams to start manifesting more quickly. And pretty soon, once you change your attitude, your behaviors, and you start seeing that response, it becomes a natural course of your behavior and character. It becomes habitual for you to change the way you think about things. It changes your behavior, how you approach your task. So you're not just doing it for that particular lesson or goal you have, but you find that you can now apply that to anything you are aspiring to do. So now you have the system in place. Okay, the first thing is, here I am today. If someone calls you up and say we're coming to visit you, I need directions to your house. If I call you and say I need directions to your house, what's the first thing you're going to ask me? Where am I? You can't give me directions until where are you coming from? Where are you starting? You need the start point. So once they know your start point, which is what he said, you have to be very honest with yourself to say where the start point is. If you're down here, that's okay. That's just simply the start point. That has nothing to do with where you're going to end up. Would you agree? So we want to say, it doesn't matter where I start. I'm just going to focus on where I want to go. And since you can tell me where you want to go, we'll assess where you are, and then we'll map out exactly what you have to do to get there. And so we just witnessed this. As he stated, he had a client who started at $5,000, and she said she wanted $100,000. He mapped out her strategy. That's the same thing that happens in life coach. It's the best tool you can use. It's just like in sports. All sports teams have a what? Why do they have coaches in sports? Who gets paid the most? Coaches? Players? Who gets paid the most? The players get paid more than the coaches. Why is that? Because the coach has invested the best skills and strategies in the players. That's why they will fire a coach. Because he has to produce in the players what they're looking for. See, a coach doesn't make a player good. He just simply sets up the strategies for the good players to be their best. He doesn't make a player good. I can't take raw talent and make it into something. You have to have a skill. You have to have a talent. You have to have a desire and interest. And then I can take that, work with it, give you the strategies, take you step by step to do exactly what you want to do. And then you start finding that process. It used to take me maybe 90 days to set a goal each year. Then you start setting monthly goals. Then you start literally transforming your life to be a life that I love her piece of work that says, I am on purpose. This is the result of living deliberately. This is what a life coach will help you discover, your purpose. And once you discover your purpose, that releases a passion in you. You just automatically begin to burn more drive. No one has to tell you to get up and do this. Your passion is released because you are on purpose. I love your piece of art. Thank you. And then what you begin to discover is a sense of empowerment. You are empowered. There's no one who can alter your course. There is really nothing that stops you from what you want to achieve. Doesn't mean you're not going to have obstacles. Trust me, I have obstacles in my business. But it doesn't deter you. All you do is set up a new process or strategy to achieve that goal. So, Positive Sisters is an organization I founded as a result of coaching women. And I target women because women, we touch the human spirit first in the formulation, and also under our peer for more time than with our male counterpart. Not that men are not as connected or as important, but we have that ability, what we call women intuition, to touch the human spirit first. So I started an organization, Positive Sisters, and as Tanae mentioned, she's been a facilitator for us once in February and again in May. And the last Saturday of every month this year, we created a series of workshops entitled Creating a Life That's Mine in 2009. And we've had a very, very powerful time giving you information that you can take, utilize, and change the outcome of your life. There's nothing greater than knowing you were part of the process of your journey. Many of us are just waking up, going to sleep, and we're here. That's not living. That's just here. How many like to be fully alive, fully vibrant, fully tired? I mean, everything you do, you're joyful, you're content. There's an inner awakening in you. That's the inner beauty that begins to shine forth. Your strengths are all displayed in a way that you just didn't even know you have. It doesn't mean you can do any and everything. You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know when to employ other skills, you know when to utilize your own. And that's what a coach will allow you to do. What I offer is individual coaching sessions, and we also do group sessions. And with technology today, we do teleconferences. We all may chime in on the phone at 9 p.m. That way all the kids are asleep or the schoolwork is done. And for an hour, you can be on the phone with some other women and empower yourself. You can take a selected goal that we all want to achieve something in our lives, or you can join a group that's already in existence. You can create your own or start with some other women. And we do that throughout the year. The Positive Sisters is an acronym, as you can see in the handout. As some improvement simply takes education, redevelopment, and sincerity. When you make a commitment to yourself, there is nothing that will stop you. And that's the biggest task I think a coach has, is to convince you to make that commitment to yourself. I can give you the best strategies in the world to tell you what it takes to get there. But if you don't take that commitment to yourself and take those steps, what do you think is going to happen? What will the outcome be for you? It's not going to be much different. So what we do is help people redevelop themselves, reestablish hope in themselves, beliefs in themselves. So through the grace of God within you, you discover that you have within you a strength, a power, an energy, an inner power, guidance, whatever you call that reference point. You'll find that it's resident within you already, and you start tapping and living from that. And your life becomes a whole different journey, a whole different experience. And then you become a person who lives purposefully. I have a book I love to read from time to time as a reference, and it's called The Art of Living Deliberately. And many times, because we employ ourselves in various occupations, we forget we can make choices for ourselves. So for me, I had an opportunity of being laid off several times and rolling over 401ks before I realized I need to do something differently. And I started discovering and uncovering my purpose in life, and it has been as a life coach. It has been facilitating various workshops. It's been a wonderful year, and I have assisted many people make the changes they're looking to. So I thank you for your time. If you ever consider a life coach, you can just do a Yahoo or Google search. You have to work with somebody that you feel comfortable with. I cannot work with everybody because our energies may not flow. Just like you go to the doctor's office or anything else. You have to make sure there's a connection. When you find a proper coach that you can truly entrust yourself to, just like his clients that entrust him financially. I've been to a lot of financial advisors before I found someone who worked with me in my sense of values and risk and everything. When you get a match, then you can see your monies grow. And it's phenomenal. As he stated, the rate, it is volatile market. But as he stated, that's only opportunity. His whole real estate, it seems crazy, but it truly is an opportunity. So think about any time in your life there seems to be a downturn, just adjust your paradigm. A new way of saying is, what opportunities exist here? I got laid off. I just be crying. I have a home, I have a car, I have all these things. But what I asked myself was, what opportunity exists to you? See, that's what a coach does. They become an accountable partner to you. What opportunities exist for you today? What are you going to do today to make sure you reach the task you stated you wanted? And once you have something you can be accountable to on a weekly basis or a daily basis, often you set up your meetings, then you're moving forward. And after a while, anything moving forward takes momentum. And it becomes such an habitual process, you get to fire your coach. If you can't fire your coach, you don't have a good coach. If you're my client 2 years from now, I want to fire you because I know you're not doing what I'm saying. And as much as I want your resources, my greatest reward is seeing you rebirth yourself, empower yourself, take new direction. And then I see you guiding someone else, and they say, I remember her when she used to. Look at her now. Now you are a living epistle that people say, I want what she has. And that's how you want your life to be lived. She walked in the room, he was like, that was something about her. In the hip-hop music today, because I have Lisa Memphis, and she had that swag. What is that? Just exactly what is it? You know, we don't know exactly what it is, but just something about her. That's how you want to be perceived. Always. And a life coach can help you achieve that. If you have any other questions, I will have some business cards here. My number is in this brochure. If you didn't have a coach again, you want to have enough. And I thank you for your time. Be empowered, be on purpose, and enjoy your passions. Thank you.